everybody, it's me Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and welcome to today's Make It Monday event. It is spectacular today. Oh, it's so good. Yay! Now I'm hoping that I get everything done on time. I am the one who's going to have to load the product today and get the banners done and get it. Somebody called out sick and so I'm just going to push through, and the samples might be not loaded at the exact same time. The product will be loaded, but you might have to come back to see all the images of the samples. I'll do my best. Now, what is a Make It Monday event for those of you who are joining me for the first time? Well, it's an event we do every Monday as long as we have product that fits the bill. There's certainly specific criteria that this product has to have, and one of them, the most important, is that it be at a value to you. So we try to bring you bundles every week, every Monday. It's just one bundle. That's all you have is one bundle. We try to bring it to you with a value of between $80 and $100, but for you, for Make It Monday, it's on sale for $19.99, and that is no joke. Anybody who has taken part in these Make It Monday events knows that I am so serious. In fact, today's bundle is more than $100 for $19.99. And you're like, wait, how is it that you're able to get that done, Stacy? Come on, really? What's the catch? There is no catch. No, it's the relationships that I have with our manufacturers, and the fact that not every product that a manufacturer launches is a home run. Not everything I design is a home run. Sometimes I like my designs more than you like you like my designs. So manufacturers will do their best. They think they know what you want. They release something and it kind of goes wah wah wah, and then they're left with it. So this product could be something that's 6 months old, a year old, 2 years old, but they still have it and they need to move it out. So we work with our manufacturers to help them move it out of their warehouse and into your crafty supplies for such a value price that hopefully anybody who would like to have this bundle is able to afford it. We do them always at $19.99 every single Monday. And the manufacturers vary. Today I have got Marianne design and a bonus special from Joy Crafts for you. So it's a whole lot of fun. Sometimes it's stamps, sometimes it's dies, sometimes it's paper goods. You just never know what's gonna come down the Make It Monday path. Now today it is about dies, and there is a technique that I want to show you with one of these dies. I did not come up with it. Oh no, honorary SMS girl Katie, who made the samples, she came up with it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I show this card, everybody is going to ask how you did this. So I'm just gonna show you how to make this as part of our Make It Monday. Now, our product will not go live until after the live chat is over. So if you are joining me at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, or 8 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, you'll see a live chat going on. Say hello. We will all say hey back. Usually there's many hundreds of us, and we always try to make a point to say hello to newbies who are just joining the Scrapbooking Made Simple YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and you just never know, you might make yourself a new crafty friend. So if you see the live chat going, know that the product will not go live on our site until the premiere and live chat is over. At the end of this, I'll say like, ready, set, go, and that means I am loading the product to our site right then, and you are free to take a look at it and see if it's something that you want to add to your cart and add to your crafty stash. It's really, there's no catches to it. It just is what it is, and as long as I have manufacturers who have product that needs to go, we will continue to have our Make It Mondays. Eventually we may have to skip one or two, I don't know. Right now I'm good. But it has to be able to have a value of between $80 and $100 and retail to you for $19.99. So I'm going to tilt down. I'm going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is show you what's in the bundle. And then we're gonna make something, which is really gonna be more about a technique than a finished anything. And then I will show you the finished samples that will make your heart sing. And I will say, ready, set, go, and off we go. Will these orders qualify for expedited shipping? Yes, please read the disclaimer in our Make It Monday category so you know what it takes to get expedited shipping. And that's not you paying more to have it shipped to you. That's kind of some little terms and conditions so that we can pull your orders faster to get them to you. All right, I'm gonna tilt down because I know I've got a lot to do after I tape this. I've got so much to do, but it will get done. Whether it gets done right at 5 p.m., I'm not 100% sure. I know the product will be there, but whether I get the samples loaded, the finished samples, images, all that up, we'll just keep our fingers crossed and see how quickly I can work the computer. All right, I'm gonna tilt on down. We're gonna get started for today. Again, I've got, it's $103.45 for $19.99. All right, I'm gonna tilt down and we're gonna see ya. Down I go. Bye, everybody. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. I am certainly trying. And, well, sometimes trying is about as good as you can get, as long as you try. All right, so I have Marianne dies. Our retail price on this bundle is over $103. Your price is $19.99. Let me show you the dies that you're going to get and then the bonus that you're going to get. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5 dies in here. Love this little one. How cute is this? I don't know if I can get it in there and zoom it in there so you can see it. So you've got all of these fabulous little eyelet looking frames. Love this one. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 separate dies. Really cute. Then I have a beautiful little flourish with the little extra pieces. Then I have flowers for you with the leaves. I like that leaf. That's really nice. I like that when you've got little ones, you've got medium, and you've got a large. Then I've got a die and stamp combination for you. Love the heart. And the stamps are about home and about love and its definitions. Home, a place where you live, especially with your family or someone you love. So you've got definitions and the heart die. And then the Whopper, and this one was expensive to begin with. I want to say this was like a $30 die to begin with. And this is the one that we're going to use today. Now this die does darling little books and foldovers, and there is absolutely YouTubes to show you how to use this die. I'm going to use it maybe just a little differently than what they did. I'm going to follow SMS Girls, Katie, honorary SMS Girl Katie, and what she did with this die. So in the dies I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dies, 5 dies. And then I said that there was bonus, and there is. I have got 3 different packs of paper from Joy Crafts. A4 paper, double-sided. Really pretty. Isn't that a beautiful sheet? Where we are going to include one of these 3 packs in your order. I can't tell you which one it's going to be. I'm sorry, I can't. It'll be random. But just lovely paper. I love the fireworks on this one and the clouds. Oh my gosh. So included with your 5 dies will be one of the 3 packs of paper from Joy Crafts. And I think that that will just make a really lovely little bundle for somebody. I love all the papers that we have. I think all three are great, and hopefully you will find use for the one that you receive. Now, before I show you samples, I'm gonna play with this die set. And the sample that SMS Girl Katie made is using the smallest die. Here, I'm gonna use the medium-sized die. So these dies have, let's see if I can get them out. Okay, well that was easier. These dies are meant to make cute little folios that kind of fold up and little round folios that fold up. So you get them in 3 sizes so that you can make 3 different sizes, or you can layer inside the 3 sizes. It's really kind of nice. And like I said, Marianne have YouTubes on how to put these together. I'm gonna use them a little differently today, and I'm gonna use the medium-sized die right here. I'm gonna use the medium-sized die right there. And I think I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna grab some black paper just so that you can see how it gets put together. So I'm gonna take my die and I'm gonna cut it twice. I'm gonna bring over my Sizzix Big Shot machine. Now, because it's got all those cute little eyelet pieces, I am gonna use a precision base plate so they all pop out. But really for me, the whole plan of today is to show you the technique. So I've got my Sizzix Big Shot machine, which has got its standard platform that it normally comes with, the solo shim that it comes with when you get your machine, the precision base plate, which is sold separately. This is a separate item, but if you are doing any kind of intricate dies, this will make your life easier. This precision base plate is made for very intricate dies, like Simply Defined, like some of these dies from Marianne. You will find that you won't have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and try and push them out, the little fallout pieces, or cut them out. This is to help you, but it is a separate tool. And it takes the place of your bottom cut pad. Normally, if I have an open frame die, a very simple die, I would put my clear plate down and then my paper and then my die and then another do not cut pad, and I would send it on through. But because I'm using my precision base plate, I don't use my bottom cut pad at all. I take my precision base plate and substitute it for it. I also don't use my precision base plate with the directions facing me. If I'm ready to cut and I can read what it says, I need you to stop, and turn it around so you have that mirror looking right back at you. Then you put your paper down and your die with the ridges. One side of your die is completely flat. One side of your die has ridges. We're gonna take that, and with the ridges, we're gonna put the ridges against the paper, and then another plate, whether it be your do not cut or your cut plate, it doesn't make any difference, and I'm going to send it on through. Now, little creaks and cracks are okay. Not a problem. And to make sure that I've got a great cut, I'm just gonna rotate it and send it on back. As simple as that. Pull my paper. Oh, I can see. Can you see how well it's cut? And then pop it out. And there I go. But I need 2 of these. Oh, I got lots of little pieces in there. Am I gonna sit here and pop them all out? Lots of little pieces in here. You know what? I'm gonna try and cut another one without popping out all of my little pieces. Let's cut again, because to do what I wanna show you, the technique I wanna show you, I need 2 of these. Bring my machine back on over. send it on through. I am working on 80-pound paper. Had to feel it. I'm working on 80-pound Simply Defined black paper. I'm just gonna do a rotate. And the reason I do a rotate is because everybody's machine, whether it be a Sizzix machine or a Spellbinders machine, whomever makes a machine, the roller that's under here, that's adding the pressure to cut the paper, everybody's got a different sweet spot. Mine may be over here, yours may be over here, somebody else's might be in the center. So by just rotating the die, it gives that roller, which is under here, a unique way to hit the die. So if it didn't quite cut it the first time, you have a much better opportunity of it cutting the second time. Takes a lot of the frustration out of trying to poke all the little bits and pieces out, or sometimes you feel you gotta cut them, almost cut them out. We're trying to avoid that. So all my little bits and pieces fall right out. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to struggle with it. I just want them to come right out. And that's what a precision base plate does. It really gives you that opportunity to send it through, rotate it, send it back, and get an amazing little cut. All right, so I now have 2 of these. And with the 2, I'm going to make something that looks like that. See that pop up? Katie used the smallest die. I'm using the medium size die. First things first, when I'm doing them, I need them to look at me like a rainbow. I need them to be in that orientation. I want them to look just like a rainbow. Each die has score lines, so I know I can score it here because there's a score line there, and there's a score line along the bottom. And the score line is visible on the die. So it's going to score right on the ridges. Very easy peasy. Make sure I get that nice and good. And I'm going to score right there. So where that opening is, here and here, is where you're going to see that score. So there's 1, and here's 2. Maybe this is 100-pound. All right, so I still have my rainbow. Still looking for my rainbow. Now I need to tape my 2 tabs together to create my rainbow. So I'm just gonna take, I feel like that one's just a little bit high. I'm gonna take my Stacy tape. That's definitely high, but we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my Stacy tape and I'm gonna tape my 2 tabs together to create my rainbow. We're working towards a rainbow. Put my Stacy tape down. Stacy tape is a double-sided adhesive, super sticky, super strong. And I'm just going to take both tabs and join them together. Okay, got my rainbow. My rainbow's standing up. Now what I want you to notice is on the tabs for the bottom, You almost have to kind of miter them a little bit because they want to kind of bend in on each other. So the easiest way for me to do that is just to take my scissors and just do a little zoop and a little zoop. Sound effects required. Let's see if I can get a piece of... Can you see? I don't know if I can get it in there. Can you see? Maybe that is better. Can you see how I mitered them? Yeah, that's probably better. Can you see how I just cut a little bit off at an angle and at an angle to give it a little bit of a mitered edge? I want to make sure it's scored nicely. And that's when I bring over my card base. Let's see. Let's just grab one of these. That's when I bring over my card base. And this is a Sizzix card. Open it up. And if this was facing you, I'm going to need to tape this down in place because when I close it, I want it to open and close and open and close. So those tabs need to be, I'm going to miter that just a little bit too and go shoop. Those tabs need to be down on your card base. See how we're going to tape those tabs down? Right on your card base. All I've done is made a rainbow or a fan. My tabs are here. And they're going to have to be angled. If I try to tap this down straight, it's going to want to bend forward. So if I were to take and tape these down straight across, when I close it, it wants to bend. But I've taped them down straight, it's not going to let it bend. You're going to have to just move them back a hair bit. And that way when it closes, it bends. This is literally 3 pieces of tape to do this. 2 die cuts and 3 pieces of tape. That's all it is. Don't let it become any more than that. So I'm going to add my tape to the bottom of my tabs, not on the inside. The inside's not going to help me if I add tape on the inside. I need to add it to the outside because that outside is what's going to adhere down to my card base. So let's get my Stacy tape. Stacy tape. It's a little bit long. I'm not going to worry about that because this is double-sided adhesive. So I can pull it off and just fold it right back in onto itself. And let's do this side. And pull it off. Take that liner right off. And I'm just going to fold it back in. You're welcome to cut it or tear it off. And now I've got Stacy tape on my bottom. Well, yes, actually I have had Stacy tape on my bottom before. I absolutely have had it attached to a lot of places. Okay, so now facing you, if this was facing you, I'm now going to put it back at slight angle and line my center up with the center score line of my card. Center score line, and just a little bit of an angle. Now I'm not going to press down too hard just in case it turns out that I need to move it a little bit. Oh no, see, that looks good. So I put it back at just a little bit of an angle, and then as I fold it, it all folds into place. Now I used the medium die. Katie used the smallest one. How cute is this? And then you decorate. Then you decorate. So I'm going to do this again because you need to see it again. Remember, 2 pieces of paper, 3 pieces of tape. That's all this is. It doesn't have to be any more confusing or difficult or intimidating or scary than that. And then decorate. So let's do this again. Only this time I'm going to use some Sizzix card bases. So I like this one. I picked out some colors because I thought that this would be pretty with this. And this time, with Sizzix, you get 10 card bases and 10 envelopes. Now, if I do this, what color am I going to make my pop-up? I don't know. Do I want it white? Do I want it black? Or do I want it the same color as my card base so everything matches? So if I'm using 1 card base, I will need 1 full card base here, cut in half. Those now will become the 2 die cuts that I need for the inside. So there's 1. That means for every set of Sizzix cards and envelopes, I will sacrifice 1 to make 1. There's 2. I will sacrifice 1 to make 1. There's 3. I will sacrifice 1 to make 1. And when I mean sacrifice, I mean I'm going to cut it in half. There's 4. Sacrifice 1 to make 1. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? I feel like there should be, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So I get 5 cards, 5 finished cards out of every pack of 10. And then I get 10 envelopes just in case you accidentally make a mistake. So I'm going to take and cut my 2 pieces. Remember, here's my card base, and here's the card base that I cut in half. But this fits perfectly. Perfect fit. So let's cut 2 of these. Send it on through. And when we do the Sizzix card bases, we do them for $3.99. So $4 for 10 cards, 10 envelopes. Oh, I didn't rotate it. Which in this instance, if you wanted to match and have coordinating, it looks pretty good, but do you think I should rotate it? To have everything coordinated, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice pop all my little doodads out. So I have all the pretties. All right, there's 1. And zoop. Okay, so there's 1. Let's get the next one done. I haven't cleaned my die yet. Probably should, but I didn't bring over a brush to do it. All right, my standard platform, my solo shim, my precision base plate, my die, my paper, my die. And my paper came from cutting a Sizzix card base in half so that I'm able to coordinate it with my card when I'm done. So roll through. This time I'm gonna rotate and send back. So these dies will go through your switch machine, your vagabond machine, your big kick, your big shot, your platinum 6. What die cutting machine do you have? Marianne dies are universal and will go through just about everybody's machine. This one is a little bit big for your sidekick, but the smaller ones are going to go through a sidekick as well. Let's see if I can get in under here and pop this guy out. There we go. And pop all my little bits and pieces out. So I'm having to pop them out because I haven't gone in here and cleaned. Now I've got white, I've got black, I've got purple in there. And yet, even with all those little spaces being filled, my die is still able to cut all that detail out. That's the testament not only to the die, but to the precision base plate. All right. If my die had been clean, those probably would have just fallen right on out. And zoop. Get those out. Although you don't see them because it's part of the tab, but okay. So remember, let's get all of this into the trash can. Somebody asked the other day, did you just throw all that on the floor? No, I've got a trash can down here. However, it's kind of a 50-50 whether I make it in there or not. Okay, so I have got 2 die cuts and one, two, three pieces of adhesive. And maybe seeing it like this, it becomes less intimidating than seeing it like this. So first things first, I need to find my rainbow. There's my rainbow, or my sunrise, whatever you want to call it. That's going to tell me which lines I need to score which way. So I'm going to score this one on in. Oop. Come on. There we go. I'm going to score that one on in. And I'm going to score this one on in. And that's going to let me put my sunrise or my rainbow together. But I have that bottom score too because it has to somehow attach to my card base. So I'm going to score my bottom 2. And my bottom 2. So now what I have is a rainbow that would stand up. If I taped it to the bottom of my craft mat, my rainbow would now stand up. So let's get my rainbow put together, and let's grab a piece of my Stacy tape and run it down one side. So putting my rainbow together, just line them on up. No, it was a little high. There we go. Line them on up. And now I've built my rainbow. But remember, down here, they're kind of on top of each other a little bit. So I'm just gonna miter those right off. I'm just gonna go zoop and cut a little angle there, and zoop and cut a little angle there, so that I've mitered my bottom. And I might even miter right there, just so it's not so sticky outy. There, done. Wow, that hit the camera, I think. So now I've got my rainbow, and I can move it, and it will sit on my card base because I have scored my bottom and I've mitered my edges so they don't get in each other's way. And then I bring my card base over. Now, because this one is a little bit larger than the small, I set it back a little bit farther in my card base. If I moved it all the way up here in the middle and then I closed it, it would stick out. So you've got to look and see. If I moved it all the way to the top, now it would really stick out. You've got to decide where you can put it so that it doesn't stick out of your card. So I can definitely put it kind of there. Close up my card and it should fit. Now all I need to do is tape my base pieces down to my card, again, at an angle. They have to be at an angle. If I do it straight and I try to close my card up, you don't give your little pop-up piece any place to bend. It just won't bend if they're straight. It won't go. You have to give it a little bit of an angle so that as your card closes up, this can fold forward with it. If you don't leave them at a little bit of an angle, when your card closes up, your pop-up piece won't be able to fold forward as your card closes. So I'm going to add my Stacy tape to the bottom, not on the inside. That's not going to do me any good. I need to add it to the bottom because the bottom is what I'm going to adhere. Remember, that's okay. So now I've used my 2 pieces of cardstock, and I'm on my second piece of Stacy tape. 2 die cuts, 3 pieces of tape. It doesn't have to be any more than that. And here is my last piece of Stacy tape, which I'm on my non-stick, non-slip craft mat, so I'm able to just pull it right on up. And get those down good. And expose my sticky. And expose my sticky. So if you take and die cut 2 pieces of cardstock or whatever paper makes your heart happy, and then rip off 3 pieces of tape, it becomes far less intimidating. Because you know that's all you have to use. You can't use any more than that. That's what it takes. And I'll kind of set it down, not too. I don't want to cement it all the way in place. I kind of like give it a little bit of just a light touch. That way when I fold my card up, that's when I give it my good score, and then pop, pop. And now your pop-up matches your card, right? So if I was giving somebody this, now it all matches. And then I could come in and I could decorate. I have no idea what I want to put here. I'll show you Katie's. She has little flowers. You could have your sentiment right there, stamped right there, put in. and it scores with it and goes. I could open this and let's see what we've got. Such pretty paper. Oh, look at how beautiful is that. Gosh, that goes really well too. Oh, look at the clouds. So then it's up to me how I want to decorate. It really is. And what I want to put. Well, that's super cute, isn't it? Make sure I've got this going in the right direction. Yeah, that's super cute. So what if I cut this down? I know I'm freehanding. Let's see if I even came close. Okay, a little bit off the side and a little bit off the top. A little bit more off the side. You're like, well, if you had a trimmer, you'd be done by now. I know, but what fun is that? Oh, look at how cute is this. This would make the most darling little girl's birthday card. Oh, if I had a little girl. I have 2 boys and they're not so little anymore. In fact, both of them work here at this shop. One is going to be 22. When did that happen? And one of them is going to be 21. Oh, I don't know when all that happened. So there's my, I want to make sure my up is right. There's my up. Here's my, ooh, here's my front. Oh, nope, I'm down. Not the greatest matting, but here's my front, here's my up. And then what I do is up to me. I can put little flowers going on here. I can just decorate this with a happy birthday. I mean, it really is up to you. I could take my other little unicorn here and put that over here with a happy birthday. You choose. Oh, that really is going to bother me. Can I get it back up? So Stacy tape's super strong. But, oh, let's see, I pulled a little bit. Nobody's going to see that. Let's see if I can get this side up. That's just going to bother me. Yikes. You're like, leave it. I'm like, no. That's how you know there's no editing in these classes. Everybody else would have just edited this whole little piece out and had it look perfect when it was all done. But nope, I'm just going to fix it because I just can't not be okay with that. Let's see, am I better? Nope, I'm still a little too much. Oh. Literally, according to my husband, I'm just a little too much sometimes. I would give anything to be able to stand up right now and center it, but I can't because I'm my own camera person. No, Stacy, park. Should have left it the first time. It is just crooked. Forget it. Going with it. It is what it is. Perfection is overrated. But you get the idea of how to make this. And I made it out of the card base so that everything will coordinate. And I want you to see that the Sizzix product isn't going to crack. Even where I scored it, I'm going up and down and up and down, but you don't see white poking on through. Gosh, this is so cute, but it's gonna drive me insane. That's a problem. What if I just come in here and just, you're like, are you kidding me right now? No, I'm not kidding you right now. Oh, I butchered this. Shall we try again? God loves a trier. I'm just not willing to give up. Well, that's better. Okay, I can live with that. That's at least better, right? Can we all live with that? Can we all agree to say, yes, that's okay? Tell me that it's all right and I don't have to worry about it. Woo! I did this one earlier in the gray. So pretty. Let's see if I do any better with another piece of paper, because then how you go in and decorate it really is up to you. So this is one of the other packs that you could get. No guarantee which one you're gonna get. So what if I did this one? There's my pop, so I need to look at, okay, so my card's gonna go this way. Let's see if I do any better here. Like I said, no guarantee. Ooh, I like that. Oh, yeah. And then how you go in and decorate is entirely up to you. That card base is like perfect. Let's go a little down. I need to get rid of some on the side. About there, so let's go in just a little bit. Take some off the bottom. How pretty that is. And then they open it. And then they open it. And bam. However you've decided to decorate, it's right there for you. So, the die that is the one you'd probably go, I'm not sure what I would do with that. I'm not sure what I would do with this. Well, you've got a little one, and Katie did a little one for you. I've done the medium. And then boy, oh boy, but wait till you see what else she did with these dies, which is so super clever. Love this paper. Bam. See if I'm any better here. Oh, see, so much better. Look at that. Think long, think wrong. Look at how pretty is that. And then bam. And decorate this however you want. All right, so in the bundle, remember, in the bundle you've got 5 dies. You've got the one that I played with today, and I used the medium size. You've got the cute little frame that has 4 dies. You've got the flourish, which is just beautiful. You've got the flowers that have the leaves to go with. You've got the stamp and die. And you've got coordinating paper. Everybody will get one of the 3 different packs of paper. So that's today's bundle for $19.99, retail value $103.45. 2 die cuts, 2 die cuts, 3 pieces of adhesive. 1, 2, 3. And if you want to use your envelopes or your card bases from Sizzix, for every 1 card you want to make with a pop-up, it takes 2 out of the pack. So instead of getting 10 cards, I mean, you'll get 10 card bases, but you'll be able to make 5 of your pop-ups for $3.99. Really cute. All right, let me show you the samples. So here, she's used the floral and just kept it so super simple. The floral to make a darling card. And look at how she used the little insert pieces to add. So you get those 3 little guys down there to put into your leaves. Look at how cute is that, right? Then, how beautiful is this? Now, what did she use to make the vellum vase? Wahahaha. I wonder if she used one of these. I'm gonna guess yes. To make that vellum. And then the flowers came out of the smallest one here. And then your little flourishes came out of this one here. Super clever, right? And here we have your Stampin' Die. So you've got your heart with the love definition, and then your flourishes off the sides of it. And here we've got your hello you. Oh, here it is. We've got your frame. Look at how beautiful that is. So you've got the frame here, which if I had used, or if she had used the die that is all the way on the outside, it would have cut the entire thing off. Could have taken the entire thing out, but she cut into the paper. And here, your smallest one. Here. So pretty. And then her hello with the flowers. And this is the smallest die of this set. She used the smallest one. I used the medium. Here she's used the smallest one. And she just took strips of the paper that she made the flowers out of and just put strips of paper down the front. And those flowers were made using the smallest flower there and from the flourishes here. See? Back side, front side. So you have got this. 2 pieces of paper, 3 pieces of adhesive, and you are making magic. And now I think you can see why this die, and these are little, if you wanted to make the little books that they do, here's your little hinges. This die alone that is valued more than, I think it retailed for $26.99 originally. So it's getting this die plus all the others and the paper for $19.99. The samples are so cute. And I'm hoping that it finds a happy home in your crafty budget, because we all have a budget, all of us. And having the opportunity to play and make something interactive that's so easy to do, so simple to do. Where's my purple one? Oh, my purple one with my mat, that's not so great. So easy to do. Bam! Wouldn't a little one just love this? Could you imagine putting like little race cars? You could almost trim off the eyelet portion of the top of this and then have little race cars going all the way around it for a little guy. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah, you could just trim off the eyelet part of this and then put little race car dies or stickers around the top. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. All right, you guys. So it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, reminding you that this is a Make It Monday event. Quantities are definitely limited. I know we sold out of our last Make It Monday from Couture Creations. We got a few cancellations and we're able to add a few more in. This is going to be the same. I anticipate that we don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of this. So if there's something, if you liked the bundle, get the bundle. And if you're not sure about the bundle, that's okay. Wait, decide. And if it's there and it's still there for you when you decide, then it's meant to be. And if it's not, then it wasn't. If you're on the fence, don't feel like you've got to, don't get into the FOMO. Do not buy into FOMO. Fear of missing out. Don't go there. I went to Disney and it was so hard not to, because they have all of this 100-year stuff coming out. I'm like, I want it. And I'm like, but why do I want it? Do I want it just because everybody else is buying it? Maybe. So I didn't buy it. And you know what? I lived. Don't tell the mouse that, but I did. I lived. So if you love it, grab it. If you're on the fence about it, give it some thought. And if it's still there when you come back, then it was supposed to be yours. And if not, guess what? Next week is a whole nother Monday. So I will see you. Thank you for joining me on the live chat. I'm going to say ready, set, go. I am putting the product live right now. I'll do the card bases because they just went with the paper so well. And I think I'm going to do the precision base plate as well. So we'll put those on sale along with the bundle, but that's really all that's in the Make It Monday so that we can expedite them out to you faster. We're able to pick and pull. So that I think that's about all that will be in that category, but that's okay. The value is in this Marianne and Joy Crafts bundle. Ready, set, go. The product is being made live. Give it a moment to get up. You might have to hit refresh once or twice for it all to show up, but it will be there. And remember to read the little terms and conditions if you want your order to get to you faster. You just have to order everything inside this, just from this one category, and pay for your order before the date shown. And then we will do our best to get our orders expedited out to you. If you want to take advantage of a YouTube Yummy or maybe a Thursday event, you can order anything that makes your heart happy. It will just fall under our normal shipping time frames. So it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, saying I will see you on Thursday at 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, when we have our next Thursday event. I'm trying to think who it's with. I am not even sure right now, but I'm sure it's gonna be great. Is it with Creative Expressions? I'm sure it's going to be great. So until then, I will see you on Thursday when we live chat again. And then, of course, Saturday mornings for our Saturday with Stacy YouTube classes, which are full-length, commercial-free, technique-based classes. All right, you guys. Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Bye, everybody.